Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Sage 2025 Showcase. And we're going to be playing Geometry Breakers in this video. This is a space shoot-'em-up thing that also has a focus towards geometry. I don't think it's Egyptainment or anything, but it definitely has sort of a theme about shapes. It wanted to be a shape space shooter game. There's probably more to it than that, but let's find that out together. And before we begin, of course, if you like the video, do think about giving a like, maybe subscribing if you feel like helping out that way, maybe coming over to Twitch if you enjoy our content enough. Whether you want to lurk or to talk, it's great to have people here and actively just, hanging out, or less actively, lurkingly too, that's fine as well. Whatever you want to do, it's nice to have you around, so thanks for coming by if you do. We also have a pretty cool Discord server if you want to check that out. There's a coffee link if you want to help us directly monetize our content, and I very much appreciate if you might consider it. And there's also a merch store if you want to buy some cool stuff over there. Links in the description, and you can check them out anytime. But that being said, we also have Peter and Nestor just kind of vibing.
Oh.
Bye. Seems to be a pretty chill day. Not a lot of people talking, both in and out of the call. That's all right, though. I hope you guys are enjoying. That's all I really care about the most. So this game, I honestly downloaded it because of this image. Look at this image and tell me that you wouldn't download it too. I mean, you got a ship going pew pew, and we got angry red thing going rah rah, and it's like, oh boy, what's that about? I need to know more. So embark on this odyssey as Captain Spike, leader of the Radiant Thunder Squad. That's a very overcompensating kind of name. In a mission to neutralize a menace among the universes, the fierce leader of the Black Matter Empire, General Complex, and his minions. Game features a map HUD with 2 worlds available to play in this demo. Cutscenes fully animated on 3D. It's animated on 3D. I don't know what that exactly means. It's not in 3D, it's on 3D. Okay. Custom geometrical sprites in a boss fight. Buy shields that can unleash their power depending on the character you're using. Unleash their power? That doesn't really sound like a shield, but okay. Unlock a new character if you beat the demo. Okay. Go around and battle against those geometrical chimeras along the colorful and bizarre galaxies. Play at your ship like there's no tomorrow and save the universe from this menace with the help of the Omega Federation at your side. What do you say, soldier? Get over there and break it down, those galactic monsters. Am I attacking them, or am I showing them my cool disco moves with that statement? I'm not sure.
Why not both?
It could be both. Why not? But let's go ahead and see what this one has. I'm working, to be fair. Oh, it's okay, Zolid. I know you're working. You're all good. Listen, I'm just trying to stoke the chat. You don't have to be like, I'm sorry, I'm such a bad person. No, I'm not trying to say anybody should feel bad for lurking. That's not what I'm saying. Just
Commander,
try to encourage conversation.
Thunder. Do you read?
Oh, dialogue. I didn't expect that.
Bah. You are me.
7BK to Invictus.
Copy that.
He's so cute. Chibi pilot. Okay. So let's see what we have here. We have 0 stars, 5, I assume, ships, lives. Spare star, a 0 counter, and some other stuff. I don't know what any of this is. So World Invictus. I don't know what that is yet. Oh. So you notice how I went up to World 1, the World Invictus, and then I went back down? I pressed up to go up to it and down to go back down. So I pressed up to this one, and now I'm stuck. I just literally got soft-locked. I can't press anything now. Well, I can press start and it does that. But that doesn't do anything, so... Well, that's unfortunate. I think in the process of playing for 5 seconds, I found a bug. And that bug is, if you try to go to the second world before you unlock it, you just kind of get soft-locked. Because I think it's not. I think it's locked down because I haven't done the first world. So yeah, I immediately found a bug in 5 seconds of play. Oh, cool!
Hooray!
Awesome. Let's try that again. All right. So don't go up there before you do it. What about this down here? Yeah. See, it doesn't. So I actually can't even press down here. So I think the fact I can press up to even access this path is not something that the game expects. World Invictus, though. Let's see what this is about. So this is a shoot 'em up that it's more stage-like. So level 1, start the engines. A new menace has entered our Federation's range. We need to stop it. Pew! From what the Federation have gathered, the enemies take the form of various shapes that fall from the screen in different forms. Okay. Shit, I'm on controller. You clearly have controller support to some extent. I used arrow keys and confirm. Alright, fine, shift. To help combat these enemies, there will be power-ups that fall from the screens as well, and featuring heavy guns, lasers, and more. I wonder if this is one of those... The engine has partial controller support by default, so it seems like it has... Maybe it wasn't soft-locked. Maybe the controller was soft-locked in that one situation. Okay, I'll just switch to keyboard. Each power contains a limited amount of ammo, which can be toggled on off by pressing left shift key or X. Ship features 2 laser cannons that can be shot by firing pressing Z or A. Okay. D-pad air keys with the ship. Holding X here to make the ship move faster. Okay. Oh yeah, it does. First object of the galaxy are triangular enemies, including triangle energy prisons, piramas. What the heck is a pirama? And more. Here you face off these enemies. To help understand moving the ship, you'll go through a short wave of test triangles. Try to destroy as many as you can. Okay. I feel like I'm being over-tutorialized for a shooter, but alright. Like, less talking, more throwing things at me and let me figure it out, you know? Now you may have passed the wave, you notice the star energy meter has increased. I guess it has. There's also a bar that's starting to fill. When your score gets to a number below the star meter, you receive a star that is used to progress to the next level. 5 of them will unlock another world. Okay. Okay, I guess I got 190 and I get to 2,500. If you obtain more star energy than the number below the star meter, the extra energy will be set in a separate tank for purchasing items like shields. Okay. You're now ready to take on the geometric enemies. Good luck. Okay, let's do it. So this is more of a single screen shoot 'em up, I guess. Oh, that one escaped. Oh, those guys take extra hits. Okay. Oh, darn, I let one go away. I was trying to get everything, but oh well. Once they reach them on the screen, they're just kind of not something you can hit at that point. Okay. Gotta say, it's not engaging me too much yet. This game is fine. So it looks like the chompy enemies, they go to one side of the screen, then they charge at you, basically. What's that?
Sure is shapes. And they're moving.
Yeah, I'm hitting shapes, and there's abstract shapes. And there's an abstract background, and yeah. Which, I mean, that's fine, I guess. Oh no, I got hit. But I didn't die, so that's cool. I think it's a little bit boring to look at. I mean, there's something to be said for Earthbound style backgrounds, but I need a bit more going on, I think. Also, all I'm doing is holding down the run key, basically, and then just kind of going for whatever. Just trying to get everything I can. Wait, that wasn't that much... Huh. I only got 470 points over the goal. I'm saying only because I really killed most things there, and yet I didn't really... Okay, it looks like to actually beat the target score, you have to kill almost everything, and if you miss too much, I guess you just won't do it. In entering Invictus main asteroid belt, the triangle planets... I'm a little concerned that I didn't beat that score by more points, given how many things I managed to kill there. Okay. It seems like, in other words, that this might actually be very picky with you. Sort of, oh, sorry, you did not kill nearly everything, so you actually lost. Sort of thing. Okay, a little more going on here. There's something in the background, if you love. I mean, the asteroids take more hits, but this is not very exciting so far. Give my best shot? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Or maybe the game would have gone to a stage 3 in the last level if I didn't have enough points. Maybe it just ends. Maybe once I get enough points, then the stage just ends. Maybe that's how it works, you know? Like, basically, there's, like, I just went to stage 2, so every stage has a certain length to it. So maybe when I get enough points, I have to finish whatever stage I'm on, and then it ends. So in other words, if I hadn't had enough points, maybe I wouldn't have lost, it would have just gone for another, maybe I just would have gone for another, level, you know? Another stage. Also, power-ups do exist, that very scarcely, though, I must say. Yeah, the choppy guys are kind of disruptive if you don't actually. They just chomp your bottom row, and it's like, well, okay. I mean, the background's definitely a lot more interesting on this stage, but unfortunately, that's like the only interesting thing here. Like, it's still kind of engaging because I have to like move a lot to actually hit everything. And it definitely takes proper movement to get everything, but like, yeah. Just because it requires some effort to beat the level doesn't mean I'm not necessarily kind of tuning out what I'm doing at the same time. I mean, it's just the start of the game, so I get it being a little slow at the start, but like, oh, I don't know. Pyramid infestation. Finally passed the asteroid belt, but I got some company. Seems like these pyramids don't like visits. Basically, it's kind of boring because the enemy patterns, it's not like a set enemy pattern. Like, you got set enemies per stage and stuff, but it's not really a set enemy pattern. I would be surprised if it's all kind of just randomly RNG. Because it seems to be completely based on you getting a high score, and that's kind of it. So, like, reaching a target score. So, instead of there being, like, a level design to the whole game, it's just kind of existing until you beat it. Which doesn't make it as engaging, I feel. There's something to be said for score attack stuff, but I don't know, what do you guys think?
It is objectively a game.
It's a game and it's progressing. The backgrounds, I can tell they put a lot of work in the backgrounds. They're like 3D environments and stuff. Well, the first background was kind of boring, but these other ones seem interesting. I think they know what the problem is. The first 10 seconds of a level is the whole level. Basically, after the first 10 seconds, I know what's going on. Oh, no, hold on, there's a small change. We have one new enemy. And now I have learned it exists, so... Oh, there's some health here, I guess. Like, there is some slow introduction of new things, but generally speaking, I think that statement does hold true. Like, you see 30 seconds of a level, maybe, and you've understood the level. Unfortunately, it goes on for quite a bit longer than that, so that's the problem. It's like, yeah, this is what the level has. Okay, you figured out what this level has? Okay. Well, spend another 2 minutes dealing with it. Thanks. It's like, it doesn't, I don't know, it's just not much going on. And I imagine they'll mix more stuff together later in the game, but this feels to be more about endurance than it does about an exciting gameplay loop.
Yeah. There's
The
some
fact that I've been
things.
seeing... Oh, go ahead.
That was the end of that statement.
What'd you say? Missed it.
There's some things.
Yeah.
Some things of all time.
I mean, like, I can... It's not... I'm not saying, like, it's brain dead easy or anything. I can definitely lose. In fact, I've gotten in a bit of a spot here, but...
But it's not, like, because it's engaging.
Yeah. Yeah, because, like, I noticed here, like, I was at one shield, things got a little dicey. I wasn't paying into the asteroids and things got a little cluttered. And I didn't think to myself, oh boy, oh no. I was just thinking to myself, oh, I don't want to do this stage. I don't want to do this stuff. That's what I was thinking. That's why I was like, I hope I don't have to do the level if I die. Yeah, it's just... There's a problem if... Like, again, like, the first 30 seconds show you what the level's about, and then it just goes on for way longer than that, for no real reason besides arbitrary score condition, so... Falcon Strike. Somebody's taking advantage of these triangular fiends, but I need to be quick. A huge wave is pursuing me. I'd love to be quick. Can we be quick in this level? Can we spend, like, half the time in the level, maybe? That'd be great.
That's always a great sign when you're thinking to yourself, wow, I would love to play less of this game.
Oh, I will notice, by the way, I'm pretty sure I'm right about how this works. It's just, the stages will go on forever and ever until I hit the target score and die. Because the very first stage, I only got to stage 2 and then we ended. But all the others here, I've been going to stage 3. And I think that's very specifically, obviously, because... Well, if you get the target score quickly, you can end it in 2 stages, so... Also, I gotta say, for a game this bare bones, they really don't give you the power-ups. Like, this game really could use a permanent power-up system and actually dropping... Like, power-ups are super rare, and they only last for a number of shots, so... The power-ups feel, like, desperately rationed out, when this game desperately needs something more engaging. So, man, give me the power-ups more often and let me keep them until I'm hit or something. Because I need something to engage me here, more than just basic pea-shooter for 90% of the game. Like, what's the point of a power-up system if they never exist? We have seen two. We've seen 2 power-ups drop. Oh, hello. I'm going to proceed to... Oh, it does die. Okay, I thought it was invincible. I was trying to get to the point where I was going to ignore it. And now it's shooting me, but I could still... Like, what's this? Oh, a weapon. It's terrible. It has no range. Okay, cool.
Hooray!
I got immediately confused why I wasn't killing things, and I realized why. Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking. Like, yeah, the powers are going to be very rare, and when you get them, they'll have limited ammo, because you know what's fun? You know what's fun in a shoot 'em up? Having to ration your shots. That's always fun. Very fun in a shoot 'em up.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
Of course.
It can work in some cases, like in some shoot 'em up levels that, like in a level in a good shoot 'em up, we have seen like, you know, a level where it's like, oh, don't shoot that or you'll trigger that, and then that's gonna make things harder on you. So like, maybe mind your shots a little. Like minding your shots is one thing, right? Like, oh, I don't want to hit that thing, or if I hit that thing, it's gonna kind of get harder for me. So I gotta have a little bit of shot discipline. That's fine, but. Yeah, the power-up system, like, given how rare the power-ups are, honestly, they don't need them to have limited ammo. Just have rare power-ups that you lose if you get hit, and I think that would ration the power-ups pretty nicely as it stands, you know? Oh, by the way, the point totals are getting bigger. Now it's 5,000. Also, oh, I do see when I'm about to reach the end of a stage. Look on the right there. That's a bar that shows me when I reach the end of the stage. So at least you get to know when you're at the end of a stage, I guess. Wait a minute. Are there only 3 stages per level? So maybe if you don't get enough points by the end of stage 3, because that bar is segmented into 3 parts. So if you don't get enough points by the end of stage 3, then I guess you probably actually just lose. Oh, cutscene.
Commander, Radiant Thunder here. I recently destroyed a hive of Paramas in Planet Horsey, but I don't see the Hive Mind Master.
Keep looking around, Katai. We don't know what kind of things we are going.
Hold on, why is the alarm going off? I don't see anything out. What the hell?
What? Who is this?
Okay, I can't understand that voice.
He must be the Hive Mastermind.
The developer's like, oh, they put out a weird voice for the Monster Hive, and then it's like, I can't understand what he's actually saying though now because he did the voice. Yeah. Reunculus. Seems I found the creature who is controlling them. Okay, let's beat it up.
Oh, hey, it's the Pokemon.
Yeah, it's Pokemon.
Oh, wait. But you know what? You know what? This may be a boss level, but you know what? You should go through another boring stage first. That seems like a good idea.
Of course. Why not?
I mean, because this gameplay is just so engaging that you can't just go to the boss. That'd be silly. This game
we
feels...
miss out on all the incredible gameplay.
It really does feel like this game is rationing itself. Like, oh, we only have the budget for, you know, this much gameplay at a time, so we gotta portion it out. It feels like the game, it has to ration for no apparent reason. You know, kind of like, I don't know, like if a game jam was putting a limit on you or something. Like, I don't know. It's weird. It feels like there could be more, but the developer's like, no, I can't go too crazy here. Okay, whoa. We just, like, shuffled.
Captain Spider's chosen to face the complex empire. Oh, foolish. You don't know what you're up against.
Hey, listen, Cactus Head. If I were that stupid, then I wouldn't have been able to get past your filthy minions.
Silence! I hear. If you want to fight, get out.
Okay, I understood some of that, but he said something about the Gundam spiders fighting the resistance. What? I don't think that's what he said, but it sounded like he was talking about Gundam spiders. I don't know what Gundam spiders are, but they sound kind of scary. Yeah, developer, you did such a good warbly alien voice that he's actually kind of impossible. Hey, you know what would be crazy? Subtitles. I just realized that would help a little bit. Because clearly he's saying words, but it's hard to tell. Because they just went too hard with it. Also, the volume of the voices is a lot quieter than the rest of the game, kind of, too. It'd be cool to get a power-up for the boss fight or something. Wouldn't that be cool? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Wait, the 2 of those minions just decide to fly off screen and not actually help the boss? Okay, bye.
He's probably got it covered.
Well, at least those guys actually fight. Sort of. In their own little way. Anyways, that's done. Oh, you're not done? Okay. Oh, okay. That requires a little bit more thought.
No, a mechanic.
Kind of caught me off guard, so I immediately ran into it, but that's okay. Wait a minute. You're gonna have the boss health bar be that? Okay, so that last shield hit is actually the end of my life. Alright. No, you don't. Okay, I'm actually glad I died because I want to know what dying did. Did it respawn you right where you died? No, it restarts the whole. It kills your whole run on that level. So the levels are super long, and if you die, you do the whole thing over.
Of course, why wouldn't it?
This doesn't need to be tedious, Dan. Also, don't you guys agree that I was caught off guard by him having a second phase for a simple reason? Phase 1 was ridiculously long with no changes to it, so I expected him to not have anything else to do. You know? It was like, wow, you took that long to show you could do other attacks? Wow, okay. Again, slow boss as well. Giant health bar for phase 1 with almost nothing going on. Like, it's not an engaging fight. There's almost nothing going on, and you just make me sit there shooting forever. What's that?
They have to ration the mechanic.
They
can't have you just play the game and then be done with it. They need to keep you playing for a while, even though it's just a demo.
I'm sure the full game is the same way, though. It does kind of feel like a game, I gotta say. Like, if this was the full game and it was on Steam. I don't know if this is going on Steam or not. But it would be one of those games where you'd be suspicious of, did they do this so I would not, so I'd go over the 2 hours of playtime for refunding? Like, it kind of has that vibe. Hi, Kibby. Any huge standouts? Oh, there's a couple great games today. Very intriguing. One game that's very experimental, but extremely intriguing atmosphere. And then one was this really good shoot 'em up. Not this one though. Not this one. The one before this. It's two shoot 'em ups back to back, and the quality levels between those are night and day. I mean, look at the one we played also. That was a very short demo, but I expected it to be, and I was glad it was actually, because here's the thing about a shoot 'em up: they should be short, because if they're doing things right, then they're going to throw a bunch of cool stuff at you, like back to back, and then when they get to, you know, and when they run out of the cool stuff, then they end, because they're confident in their length being exactly what you need to enjoy the experience. You know, shoot 'em up should never be that long typically, because, well, it's about a nice, condensed, exciting experience. And then we have this game here, which is like, how can we draw out everything we do? Basically.
Just shapes and beats, this ain't.
Yeah, for a game based around geometry, they really need to learn how to cut some of the fat off. Cut some corners down, you know? Wait, he had a new health bar, I started destroying it, and then when he moved, he refreshed his health bar. Okay. Oh, I see what was confusing me. Whatever direction he's going, that shot goes faster and the other one goes slower. So I was getting confused by the pattern a little bit because of that. See how the momentum is different for the two shots? That was really confusing. I expected them to go the same speed and crisscross in the middle, but they don't crisscross in the middle. They crisscross on whatever arm is going. What's that?
That's an illusion, I think.
Maybe it is, but all the same, wherever this... Oh, come on! Oh, there's no iframes. That's cool. You have no iframes, I just learned.
I do remember them saying something about a store in-game.
It's probably this thing, or whatever it is. Shield type laser. Take 5 hits before it's destroyed. Press S key or RB1 to activate a laser wave. C or Y key to toggle? What do you mean? It's T key or... Well, it doesn't toggle anything. So I guess it's just this. S or RB to activate. Oh, now you're talking about controller... Wait, why is it talking about the controller buttons in this store when the tutorial failed to tell me how to advance the dialogue? It just said press shift. Didn't give me a controller input at all. It's so confusing. But yeah, S key, okay. Alright. I do have, like, 3 slots. I have more money. Can I buy more? I guess I can. But yeah, how you, Kibby? It reminds me of the first tutorial I ever seen for you. Actually, yeah, Unity. Actually, some game engine tutorials do involve shoot 'em ups because shoot 'em ups are kind of simple to create, technically, right? Like at least the baseline is. Yeah, and by the way, the little stage you have to do before the boss is so much better when you consider the fact that losing the boss means you go back, which, you know, that's great. So this stage exists. This stage before the boss here, it's purely a penalty for losing. It is a penalty for dying. Oh, you gotta do this little stage again. Oh, by the way, that health drop in the middle of this starting stage, really would love if that dropped during the boss fight instead, you know? A slightly more useful place for it than literally at the start of the stage where I'm not probably hit yet. I don't know what they're thinking of that. Like, there's the boss has 2 phases and way too much health. Give me the health between the phases. A much more obvious place for it. Or at the very least before the boss fight in case you get hit on the way. This idea of fat for shield for gateway increase your bucks, increase your bounce rolls, upstairs, size, impressions. I like how you brought that up the moment that Kibby showed up, because you know Kibby decides fat for games.
Yeah.
I was like, I wonder what inspired that thought.
I was actually thinking about that. I was actually thinking about that before Kibby actually came in.
It's fair. Actually, here's the thing though, he does probably hit, that is relevant though, so it's fine. I just thought it was fun to call it out. Also, I'm gonna just hit the S key a whole bunch on phase 2 and hopefully he'll die faster. I don't know what this... I'm confused, because the game's like, yeah, you can get shields and you can attack with them. That's not a shield then. That's not what shields are. Shield... I don't understand. Wait. If I attack with a shield, do I lose a health point, basically? Because I just expended it for that instead? Oh, that would suck.
I think you lose the shield.
Yeah, that would mean losing the health point, right?
Shields are actually used for bashing a lot, if you consider actual shields.
But here's the problem, my health bar looks like shields, and then I also have a shield I bought. So my health bar, my health bar is literally like shield dots, but I don't think that's actually shields, actually. I have a weird thought. What if I just, like, bashed my way through his arms and left this zone of danger? Oh, good! The S key does nothing! Oh, it's the Z key does that. Okay, how do I... They said S key, but they lied to me. I can turn it on with this, though.
Press S now? Press S when it's up?
It doesn't work there, either. Oh, I can't shoot with it up. I wasn't... Okay. No, S key just doesn't do anything. The shield does keep me from taking hits, though, a little bit. It actually has, like, 4 hits to it. I've already wasted most of them. That's useful all the same. Oh. It's surprisingly tight. There's not a lot of room here. Okay, cool. And I also lost the shield, so I wasted money. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it just... This game lies... I've seen this before. Games that just straight up lie about their controls. Maybe because something got changed mid-development, but they didn't change the text for it, I'm thinking. But yeah, it says press the S key. I was definitely pressing that. Man, this game sucks. It's not even it's not a fun boss. It's not like I'm losing because he's really interesting and challenging. It's just have to plug through that giant meaty health bar while having no room to move. Twice.
So you hit C or Y and then you hit S?
C turns on the shield, but no, it still doesn't work. I tried pressing S with the shield up and down and it didn't do anything. So no, it just doesn't work. I could try grabbing the controller, which it wasn't giving me control. I actually was using the controller in the start, and then I put it away because the game stopped giving. Because the game just kept giving keyboard controls, and I gave up. I was like, well, okay, if you're just gonna give me keyboard controls. And then it started giving controller controls later, so I don't know what the heck. Dev doesn't even know what to say for its control scheme information. Starts by giving nothing but keyboard, later gives controller, and also apparently lies entirely about what buttons do what sometimes. So I don't know what's going on. This game is not. This game's going to be in a bad mood, I think.
Rude.
Indeed.
I don't know why they designed it this way. Did they think this was fun? Because it's not. It's just a grind test. By the way, we remember too, there are actually power-ups, but they didn't give a single one during the boss fight. Again, why wouldn't you give a boss fight power-up? Especially if they're all temporary and stuff. And especially if you give the boss a ton of health. It's funny, because it's like this could be an okay game. Maybe not the most exciting, but okay. But they just decided to make everything about it so slow. If it was picking up the pace, I wouldn't be nearly as bothered by it. Also, here's the problem, too. The reason I get hit during the second phase is because even when I'm not holding basically the run or boost key, the ship still moves kind of fast for how little room I have. I wish I actually could hold a key to move slower. That would actually help a lot in that section. Because then I could do fine-tune movements. I like how, by the way, do you see the health bar? I can like lower it a little bit, and then he's like, nope.
Oh, it gets relowered though.
Yeah. It does?
Yeah.
Like when it fills up again, it doesn't fill up all the way? Is that what you're trying to mean?
When it fills up again, but then it goes down by however much you hit it, it looks like.
Oh. So one thing I thought that the arms would, I thought that he would turn direction when his arms touch the edge of the screen. No, they go off screen a fair bit, so now that I remember that, I should be okay. Well, it's still technically, by the way, if you're wondering, you know, like, Tucker, why don't you move him back a bit? You got all that space behind you. No, this is actually as low as I can go. I can actually go back any further. I wish I could, though. Did you just do a Star Fox reference that's not deserved? He just did a General blah blah, I failed you! Which is exactly the death line of one of the Star Fox 64 bosses. Andros, I failed you! And then explode.
Jeez.
Well, at least we don't have to listen.
General Blah Blah is my favorite Star Fox character.
General blah blah! Yeah, I can't understand.
At least we don't have to listen to, wannabe Psycho Mantis.
That looks like an infinity symbol, which very perfectly encapsulates escape speed. Should we go to Infinite Level World? Yay! Sisandrio. Sisandrio sounds like some really, like, hot Latin guy name. I don't know. Sisandrio! Oh, there's only 2 levels, I guess. If there's only 2 levels. How bad could... Cilantro! It's cilantro! New Luigi said, to be fair, this game is off a certain third-party 90s game vibe, but should have made the game more difficult to give the boss more attack variance. Yeah, it does feel like it's trying to be like a classic one-screen shooter, like, you know, like Space Invaders. So it feels like it's trying to go for that kind of vibe, like an old one-screen shooter arcade game. The thing is, though, I'd rather play Space Invaders. It's more to the point. You know, or Galaga or Galaxian. Think of games that are like this. All those single screen games. Those are fun though because they're like stage based and the stages don't go on very long and you get a new enemy pattern and they're simple. Not my first pick probably for a game, but they definitely have a pace that makes sense, I guess. Also, the simple little sprites in Galaga and stuff are still cute, like the alien sprites and stuff. Meanwhile, here I am fighting circles. At first, when I saw this game, I was... Oh, that's a special circle guy. That took him out. This game has a geometry theme, and I thought, oh, that's going to be interesting. But then, not really. There's a few interesting enemies, kind of, but... I'm now starting to believe that the reason this game has a geometry theme is because the developer's like, oh, I have an excuse to make really basic shapes for enemies. If I have a geometry theme. Then half the enemy roster will only take me a second to draw, yay! Which, yeah, that's how it kind of feels. It kind of feels like this was kind of just to have an excuse not to draw that many graphics. That being said, the backgrounds are really good, so I don't know about that statement fully, but... Like, the backgrounds have a lot of visual effort put in, but the enemies have, like, very little. Also, I was right. There are 3 stages. See the bar on the right? When that reaches the end of stage 3, what happens if I don't have enough points?
You die.
I'm thinking that I probably just lose, yeah. Whoa! Sir! Did you see that guy? Oh, by the way, you can't hurt those guys until they stop moving for some reason.
Oh no! Oh no!
What?
You lose points if something goes off screen.
Oh, are you kidding me? I didn't even notice that.
Ooh.
So you don't just miss them, you lose points.
That sucks. You know, in a lot of shooters, it's fun to try to hit everything on the screen. But generally speaking, that's almost impossible. Okay, why did it just decide to collide with me? It went straight down at me. Okay. In a lot of shooters, it's fun to try to kill everything, and if you're a really pro player and trying to go for a high score or whatever, then maybe you can do it if you practice. But no shoot-'em-ups expect you to clear the whole screen. You're generally speaking, a player is expected to like, oh, I'm gonna have to dodge that. I can't get my firepower through all that, so I'm gonna have to dodge some enemies and stuff, and let them go. But this game expects you to play that way as the main gameplay focus. That's just supposed to be a fun little bonus objective. Like, I wonder how many enemies I can kill on the way to the boss. That's how it should be. Yeah. But this game is like, yeah, just make that the entire focus. And that's not very fun when you make it the entire focus. I gotta say, it's not fun at all.
It eliminates tactical choice.
Yeah, you can't choose whether to fight something and put yourself at risk for some more points or an extra life or something, or to let it go. You know, that's a choice. Alright. This is just a demo. Can you imagine playing the whole game?
No.
Oh, here's a fun thing too. So those enemies, it kind of looks like what I should do is I should kill them before they shoot their balls, right? And you technically can, but here's the thing. You'd think that while they're going off, you know, while they're drifting before they shoot the balls, you think, oh, okay, that's they're trying to avoid you before they shoot. So that's the time to hit them, right? But they're literally just invincible until they stop to shoot. So you can hit them before they shoot, but you literally have to wait till the last possible second before they shoot to actually attack them because you can't otherwise hit them. It's absurd to me. Why can't I hurt them while they're drifting around? There's no reason for that. So I really hate these enemies because they waste my time. Like, do I pay attention to them? Okay, bye. Thanks for just costing me points for no reason. I guess they're low enough on the screen, they just leave. Yeah, it's a horrible enemy design, though, because it's like, what can I do about this? They're just gonna... Either I wait to hit them at the last possible minute, or... Okay, there's a bomb now. Or I just possibly left to shoot the balls. I don't know if the balls count as, like, a problem, though. I think it's fine, maybe, if they... I don't think those lose any points if they go off screen, so... Hey, bye. Yeah, why is it that the enemy cannot be destroyed until it stops moving? I don't understand that. I would understand if it's only when they shoot the balls, because then it's like, okay, maybe the balls is a shield for them, right? But no, it's... You can shoot them before they launch them, just it has to be right before. Okay, apparently I just can't fight these guys because they keep going too low on the screen. Again, the game feels like it's rationing. Like, oh yeah, here's some enemies that have new mechanics. We're only gonna give them here and there, though. Can't have too much game. This is one of those we can't have too much gameplay, don't be reckless sort of games. You know what I think I'll do? I'll just shoot them to release them, and then I'll just completely ignore them. Because their attack is not really that big a deal, and I think they're wasting my time shooting other things. Yeah, it seems to be better strategy. What a frustrating enemy. Oh.
Oh crap. Radiant Thunder to commit.
I like these
What's
cutscenes.
happening out there?
Cute little models and everything. It kind of looks like 3D models made in MS Paint because of everything being so simple.
Wait, that's it. Gravity.
That's it, gravity.
If I can't escape it in time, then I'll have gravity do the work for me.
Let's take a shot.
Come on.
Oh my god, Garfield, is that you? Garfield! Aha. So why did that happen?
Now that was close.
Oh my gosh, she has hair. Oh good, another voice I can understand.
Communications are back online.
Commander, requesting backup. I need you to call in my old friend Ursula.
Okay. Director and writer. If you're gonna call yourself a director, maybe make it so that the voice lines can be understood. I feel like that is an important part of directing. There's clearly some skill here. I mean, those cutscenes don't just get... Those weren't just slapped together. They were actually very charming, but... yeah, I don't know. This is such a drawn-out game. Just stretched so thin across a long period of time. I don't know how long I was playing that, but it felt like 2 hours. I know it wasn't, but that's how it felt.
And I know they have you unlock another character now, but do you really want to...
Oh, right. That's right. Since you enjoyed playing the whole game promptly and want to play even more, here's another character. So you can go back and play it all again, you know? Because you probably really enjoyed that. I don't know, man. I imagine some people find this a little bit charming, but it's so slow and straight. Again, the content is too thin for how slow the gameplay is. It's just so... Yeah, I don't know. If somebody found this engaging, I'd be very surprised. I can understand some people being like, I don't know, I kind of like it. Like, it's not terrible, but it's so... It doesn't inspire much on me, anyways. This game is dedicated in memory of Julia Paul Camco and Marguerite Garcia. Thank you for teaching me and helping me and everything. You guys won't be forgotten. Well, that's good. I'm glad a little memorial message like that. Swisher's in a better game. A space portal will appear at the hub. 5 hours to swap between her and Spike. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that over there. And I guess they have a shield too. Water bubble slows down one enemy at a time. One enemy? This is a swarm game. But okay, sure. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, reminder, amateur game. I know, but it feels like they have the skill to do better than this, is what I'm trying to say. Like, it feels like they could have made it more exciting and could have made the levels shorter and stuff. It just kind of, like, they have skill. There's, like, some real effort put on this fight, but then they make everything so long and drawn out. It kind of feels like they lack confidence in the game, like, oh, well, we can't make the levels shorter. If their levels are really short, then people will just be like, oh, why is it so short? It feels like a developer that is, like, worried about making their game too short, so they just stretch it out. But I'd say this, developers, be confident in your short games. If your vision has, you know, if you're like, oh, this is only 5 minutes of gameplay, what I have in mind, and, you know, maybe I should make it 20 minutes of gameplay. No, just leave it at 5. If what you have is 5 minutes of gameplay, then have it be 5 minutes of gameplay. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, you know? That's kind of how I feel about this. Like, that it kind of seems like unconfident in being shorter. Especially that boss fight. What were you saying, Beerus? I think you said a comment. Was it somebody else? I'm just gonna pop back in. Oh, okay. Well, that, you know, I do like that attack a lot better. Or maybe I just like it because it's something different. But no, it does seem better. So I figured I'd give her a test run just to see what she did. Here's what she does. Which, yeah, I mean... Oh! Wait, S key worked! S key worked! I slowed down one enemy! Wow, that's so helpful. I'm glad I slowed down one enemy. What a useful effect.
The bullets are too small to make the spray very effective, though. You're missing a lot of enemies.
If this is a kind of shot pattern where if you do wriggles like this, you'll get good spread, though. Do a little wriggle, see? Wriggle.
Like yourselves?
For being shot fast enough, that doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. I am definitely still doing things. But yeah, the bubble it's kind of sad. It just kind of... Can I use it again? Oh, does it, like, cost me something to use? I don't know. I can't shoot it anymore. Maybe there's, like, some cost mechanic for using the shield ability that I don't understand. This character like Chrysalis got it, yeah, basically. Also, Kimmy was making the Garfield comment on their voice. Actually, you're right. They did sound a little Garfieldy, like Garfield and Prince Garfieldy, huh?
About the same level of energy, too.
Yeah. Well, this game has a Garfield energy, so I guess that fits. This game would rather sit on the couch and eat lasagna. Also, if you're wondering, I'm going to go ahead and play this level out because I do want to answer one question. If I don't have enough score and I reach the end of stage 3, what then? Shouldn't be too hard, I just need to refrain if I go too high. I'll just keep one side of the screen clear and leave the other side alone. We've had quite a weird mix of games today. Highs and lows, you know?
Yeah.
It's also, I noticed a thorough line, all the really great games were not very long. In other words, they left their impression, and they ended. Which I think is the way to go, at least for us, anyways. A game that's just drawn out, for no good reason, is going to leave a worse impression of us, I think. I think we kind of like the confidence of a game that's like, yeah, here's what I got. Enjoy. All right, we're done. Like, the confidence of just being able to stop after a little bit. Unless you have more to show, of course. What's that, Pierce?
Like, games, it's good to not overstay their welcome. Like,
yeah. So I didn't get enough points. I guess it just kicks you out if you don't get enough points, yeah. So, no, you didn't get enough points, do it again. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, Geometry Breakers. Remember how I said at the beginning that it's not an edutainment game? I kind of wish it was. I think it would have been more interesting if it was. Because edutainment games can be pretty cool, actually. But yeah, that was Geometry Breakers. Any other thoughts for you guys?
It kind of failed to deliver. It had a okay thing, but
I mean, its base ideas are fine. I don't really mind the concept of going through stages and having to get a high score and then fighting bosses. Like, that's fine. But not with this execution, is it? But yeah, that was Geometry Breakers, and I want to break away for this one. That's for sure. I hope they maybe work on the pace for later versions, and when they're done with the demo and they make it a full game, hopefully they reconsider the pace at which this game plays, because yeah, it's stretched too thin. Shorten these stages, bring more brevity to what the gameplay, and maybe you'll have a game that's actually engaging, or at least more fun.